Uture is a game show hosted by Ali A along with a hay bale of other notable creators like Lachlan, Jazzy Guns, and vikkstar. At face value, Uture is your standard game show. You gather a group of strangers to compete in challenges for a cash prize. Speaking of cash, this particular show caught my eye because recently I've been hearing a lot of stories about channels that got their first nudge toward greatness via Cash Nasty. Now that's a rabbit hole in itself, but long story medium, guys like Bruce Drop 'em Off and I believe I'm Dante had their growth influenced by Cash Nasty. I might be wrong but on Dante, but there's stories out there. Nonetheless, I feel like this is what the show is aiming for, giving a group of small creators that nudge towards greatness. And today, in our first ever case study, I want to see how effective Uture is at nudging these channels forward a little bit. Before we dive into the links to dive into the Utureshow, links will be in the description along with to Uture and all its contestants and whatnot. And with that being said, let's get into it. Dog, minute in and I'm already botching it. All right, do the title screen. The Utureshow started with 11 contestants, and of course when you run a game show, contestants have to be eliminated to find, a winner. And in this video, we will be going over the first 6 contestants to be eliminated, and then in the follow-up video, we will be reviewing the top 5 in a similar fashion. In the inaugural season of the game show, Uture sported 11 contestants, and the first of these contestants to be eliminated is Aspec. From my understanding, Aspec is a Croatian YouTuber who makes mostly gaming videos. At the time of being chosen, he had a little over 21,000 subscribers, which he earned from netting some massive Fortnite videos back when that game was still handing out careers. Nonetheless, just like me, Aspec hasn't really retained much of that audience from his biggest videos. Speaking of his videos, Aspec has a simplistic approach to his videos. His format is normally, hey, this is what we're doing today, then a rather raw video with occasional beat drops and sound effects and whatnot. And calling the video style raw may seem like a slight or an insult, but there are people who prefer this editing format for a variety of reasons. It could be they want to get a full feel for the game, or especially story games. But moving on, like the Rad Brad, who has the simplest production format of any YouTuber ever, and you could probably name a few more, and another guy who has a raw and super simple format / video production is Tim the Tap Man, which, if I were giving advice, crazy how the dude averaging 4 views per video is giving advice, but I think he should follow Tim's format of streaming and then taking the best moments and or games from said stream and turning them into dedicated videos. I think this would be a very efficient production line for him, while also being a rather easy adjustment as his videos don't differ too much from what you would get from a live stream. As for what the show did for Aspec, he started out with 21,400 subscribers when he joined the show, and 3 weeks after being eliminated, he is now at 21,800 subscribers. So Uture helped him gain around 400 more subscribers. It also increased his viewership this month compared to the month before. At the time of writing this, before he joined Uture, he was averaging around 96 to mid 100 viewers. Now he's getting sporadic viewership, anywhere between 200 to 900 viewers, which is a notable jump. So Uture didn't blow up Aspec's career, nor did it give him a massive jolt to it, but it did give him a really good cornerstone to build his channel upon. The second contestant to be eliminated from the Cloud Olympics was Tori Creo. Just like Aspec, Tori Creo is a gaming YouTuber. I'm assuming she's based in America, but she does have a European accent, so don't take my word for it. Nonetheless, Tori makes family-friendly content on mostly indie games. Given that indie games are a very niche category, it's not surprising to see that she has some videos that did very well for her channel size. In transition, Tori has a very refined and visually focused editing style. She uses consistent title effects or subtitles and a variety of zoom effects, and she changes her camera position often, which shows she's either using really powerful editing software or she records her camera separate from her game audio and video and whatnot. Anyways, that's a can of worms for itself. But besides that, when you're watching her videos, it's blatantly obvious that her target market is kids or younger people, which, given she tells us she's the mother of multiple kids, it makes a lot of sense. Although her videos aren't for me, Tori makes some good videos, and it really lines up and compares with like a Lachlan, Laserbeam, or Music video. My minor criticism, which is not really too big of one, is sometimes like the visuals don't match her energy. Sometimes she will have these intense edits going on, or even like her body language will be like jumping up in excitement, but her voice is always like soft and calm. You know, it's like you're trying to mosh pit with a bunch of pre-K kids. You know, it's one of those kind of feels like you want to turn up, but you also don't want to scare the kids kind of thing, right? It's like, yeah, or like I said here, it's like she's recording with somebody sleeping in the next room, which, given she's a mother, is probably true. But that's me being a little over analytical. Nonetheless, Tori started the competition with 3,420 subscribers, and surprisingly, about 2 weeks after being eliminated, she's at a little over 4,000 subscribers. If I were to give her advice, I'd say keep doing what you're doing and try to play games that also target kids. You know, that sounds weird in a sentence. That play games with a target market of kids, which she's already doing for the most part. And also, I was thinking about how I was going to present her case in this video and whatnot, and I thought to myself, she gives vlogging energy, she gives vlogger energy. And lo and behold, while I was watching some of her videos to refresh myself on her content, I found this community post about her contemplating vlog content, which I think is a great idea, as family content is a big lane that target markets kids and whatnot. And you also get older people who like watching your videos for vicarious reasons. A little bonus here, Tori Creo has not uploaded a video since being eliminated, and I think this is a huge missed opportunity. It's been over a month, and of course people have different lifestyles, different free time and whatnot, but I really, on the off chance that she sees this video, I really suggest that she comes back and gets on the grind after, she gets everything settled out, because, some people take things like this really hard. But yes, get back on the grind and, yeah, do your thing. Captdeadmeat was the third contestant eliminated from the Utureshow. Cap is an Australian YouTuber who actually worked in film production or something like that. Nonetheless, he posts variety gaming content, which leans more toward horror. He also sprinkles in some streams here and there, and these aren't baby streams like I do. These are legit 3-4 hour streams, right? In transition, Cap's videos focus mostly on his commentary and camera antics. His setup is very professional and high quality, and he has a raw editing style, more so than Aspec's videos. But he's a very talented commentator, not just by the fact that he's rarely silent in his videos, but he's also blessed with a good, confident voice. If I had to compare him to a commentator, I'd say Burleezy, which is something I kind of say a lot, as his videos heavily rely on his commentary, and Burleezy will literally talk for an hour straight. Like, there's videos that are over an hour long and barely has any cuts, because he will literally talk the entire time. Although Cap doesn't ramble that much, his voice is always a consistent presence in his videos, and he does it without constantly repeating himself, which is, yeah, that's a talent. In transition, Captdeadmeat entered the top competition with 4,380 subscribers, and he was getting below 100 views per video, but his streams were in the 200 to 700 ranges, so a lot of love on the streams. About a week after being eliminated, Cap is at 5,280 subscribers, and both his Uture videos are hovering over 700 views, and his streams are hovering near 700 views, and he has a video with nearly 300. So Uture definitely provided a little nudge to his channel, and I don't really have advice for Cap, as he's doing virtually everything in his control to be a big YouTuber. I think maybe he can learn some camera edits to emphasize his, funny facial expressions and whatnot, but that's not a necessity. He's doing pretty much, what he needs to do. The fourth contestant eliminated from the game show was Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike is a Minecraft YouTuber with a rather short catalog. Excluding shorts, Mr. Mike uploaded 14 videos over a 2-year period before being accepted into Uture. Mike's videos give a PG-13 vibe, and from what I saw in his videos, they are family friendly. But I think that's more of him having a rather PG personality, rather than him overly, actively avoiding cussing and whatnot. As for the videos himself, he edits like the poggers community or a TikToker, which also sounds like an insult, but it's not. His videos are super condensed, so there's an obnoxious amount of cuts, and there's a lot of title and zoom effects. I think Mr. Mike's editing and videos are really good, but they need a little refinement. If I was him, I'd suggest he dive into TikTok, since his super condensed style aligns with TikTok short video, platform focus, whatever the word for it is. As for YouTube, I'd say try to upload more consistently and find a way to knock these cuts down, or find a smoother way to transition between clips. Me personally, when I record something and things are super spaced out, I mix in some post-com to, and give them a little Cliff Notes version of what I cut out or was gonna cut out, of course, while showing it on screen. I feel like that's would be an easy way to improve his video quality and also help his videos flow better. But in transition, Mr. Mike came into the competition with the least amount of subscribers of any of the contestants, with 181. And with that, it's easier to gauge his, Uture's influence on his channel anyways. Also, he doesn't have a super popular video skewing his numbers like a few contestants or even my own channel. Nonetheless, 3 or so days after being eliminated, Mr. Mike has a colossal 1,400 subscribers, nearly 10 times his original subscriber count. Now, if Mr. Mike can reach that 4,000 watch hours, he will finally be able to run ads on his content and potentially get paid for his videos. Personally, his videos aren't for me, but they are great videos if you like things like Minecraft and Fortnite and this, that, and the third. If I were to give advice to him, not just to give advice, but he might diversify his gaming choices in the future. Today, when I recorded this and I looked them up again, he played Rumberverse, which is still battle royale, but it's a little different than Minecraft and Fortnite. Bonus clip here, I also alluded to the fact that he only has 14 videos and not that many uploads and whatnot, and I forgot to mention that in my advice little part of it, that he should upload more. His channel is, I can't remember how old, a year or two old, I think 2 years old, and it only has 14 videos, which is insane in comparison to my channel. My channel is 3 years old and we have over 600 videos, especially with the quality that his videos are and his family friendliness and with the personality that he has. I really suggest that he tries to get these videos out more often, and it's a thing that I'm going to repeat for a few of these contestants, is upload more consistently. Even if you can only get 3-4 videos out a week, that would do massive things, rather than 14 in a year, in 2 years, which is insane. All right, on to the next segment. Week 5 brought a twist to the campfire when it was announced that 2 contestants will be voted out this week. And we're going to start with Melaprilla. She was one of 2 people voted out in what I'm calling week 5. Prilla was kind of a wild card, as this was the first week she wasn't in the safety threshold. Nonetheless, Prilla is an Indonesian YouTuber based in the UK whose content started out as IRL commentary, but at some point recently she transitioned into gaming. As a gaming YouTuber, I can't really give her a category or lane because she's in the infancy stage of her career, but as for the videos themselves, Prilla is a wild card, and of the 5 channels we've discussed so far, hers is definitely the most interesting and confusing from a channel perspective. Her videos are super simple, at least from the gaming video I watched. She basically jumps right into the action, playthrough, outro, boom, video over. One thing I did like about this though is her use of transitions instead of jump cuts, as after a while cuts get really rough. Nonetheless, you notice a massive jump in video quality in her Uture videos. Now, I don't know if Uture gathered the 11 contestants and told them, hey, this is what we're looking for when we're judging, or if she just started watching tutorials after being accepted. Either way, her videos are way better now. She uses zoom effects, title effects, she makes use of green screens in interesting ways, and she really unleashed her creative side since joining the show when it comes to intros and adding something to the videos. There's not much else I can say about her videos, so let's talk about the channel. Like I said in the beginning, Prilla's channel started out with the IRL commentary videos, and the support for those videos were spontaneous at best, but those mostly hovered in the mid to upper hundreds in views. As for her super young gaming content, they've hovered mostly in the middle between 100 and 200 views. But the Uture trend continues. After joining the competition, her gaming videos are averaging a little over 500 views, with the first episode being an outlier. Actually, there's two outliers, with the first one getting around 1,000 views, and Fall Guys Bingo is nearing 2,000. Also, Prilla started out the competition with 4,800 subscribers, and at the time of writing this, she's at nearly 6K at 5,990, which is a notable jump. If I had any advice for Prilla, it would be to simply just upload more. I know that it's hard because one of her videos talks about her having what I assume is a full-time job, but Uture gave her the cornerstone to a gaming career, and with the massive improvements she's made to her videos, she definitely has all the tools she needs to grow. And if you were sensing a butt coming, here it is. But I feel like she uploads in binges, as her channel is 5 years old, but she doesn't even have 100 videos. But with the transition to gaming, there are hundreds of quality games out there to play, and with her not being shy of multiplayer games, that's hundreds or more. And in transition, I'm not saying upload every day. Something as little as 3 to 4 videos a week would help a lot with getting the ball rolling. And she's also familiar with creating shorts, and her shorts were pretty good. That sounds weird in a sentence too. So try to get 2 to 3 TikTok videos up, as frequently as possible, maybe 2-3 a month. That would be massive, especially since TikTok's algorithm absolutely adores women. At the time of writing this, Prilla hasn't uploaded anything since being eliminated, which was probably a gut punch. But Melaprilla, if you're seeing this, you netted way more than you lost by being in this competition, by being eliminated, I meant. And it's time to tee up and improve on your games. Now, a day or two after of writing this portion of the video, she actually did a co-stream with at least 2 of the other contestants, which is really good. And I think she believes is planning on streaming a little more, which is good, but we still gotta pump those videos out. But that's one, so if she can get 2 videos or another stream or 2 out, that'd be good. Yeah, start getting them things out, and like I said, improve on your games. The second contestant eliminated in week 5 was Cocoecake. Out of the 11 contestants, she grew on me the most. Nonetheless, I'm not gonna do that. For some reason, when I was writing this, I felt like Chloe was a better nickname than Coco or Cake or whatever, but I'll just call her Cocoe. Anyways, in transition, Cocoecake is a super young gaming channel that started with Subnautica, but transitioned into Minecraft. Speaking of Minecraft, Cocoe's videos are surprisingly top-notch for her channel size and, age. Cocoe has a storytelling style of editing, which is engaging, a very engaging way to go about it. A lot of people try to do that, but it's really hard to pull off. So she also does a really good job of nailing the little things, right? Like her music selection is amazing. Not from a, oh my god, this song slaps, I want to put it in a playlist type of thing, but having a song or a beat that matches the mood or what's going on screen, which is incredibly hard and also a very underrated skill. Another hard thing is commentating. Cocoe does a great job of explaining and narrating what's going on while sneaking in a joke or a quirky line, you know what I'm saying? She also mixes in montages very well. Anyways, Cocoe's videos aren't your ball of chaos or your super intense rave videos. There isn't crazy visuals, you know. She does use title effects and sometimes I don't know the name for it, but like the anime running green screen thing, but you know, they aren't spammed. You know, she puts them where they're needed, not where, you know, you just want crazy things all over the place. But in conclusion, Cocoe makes super smooth videos. It's like an electric car on the freeway. It's calm, it's efficient, and before you know it, you're 10 minutes into a 20-minute drive and you're like, hey, yeah, that was nice. But in transition, the support pre-Uture for Cocoe's videos were spontaneous, getting anywhere from 300 to 1,000 views. She gets a good push from YouTube Shorts, which is nice to see. And this is where it gets kind of wild. According to the first episode, Cocoecake, when she first joined the show, she had 761 subscribers. Now, one day after being eliminated, she's sitting at 2,550 subscribers, which is more than double her starting audience. As for the videos, she's getting a far more consistent audience, as now she's getting around 1,000 views per video, which again is a great cornerstone, especially for a year-old channel. If I had advice for her, it would be the same as Prilla, being as simply just try to upload more. From what I see, Cocoe uploads a few times a month with like 3 to 4 videos. I think if you can crank that up to 10 to 20 videos a month combined with like live streams, that would be great for growth and also finding your core audience, as there's going to be some regression, you know, peaks and valleys thrown in there. Also, like I said with Prilla, if you make a YouTube short, you should also double upload it on TikTok, as for the exact same reasons. When I was thinking about how I was going to present Cocoe and what I was going to say like she definitely needs to live stream more, as I believe one of the first things I said when she showed up in the competition was she has a streamer setup, and well, and it does fit her personality and commentary style. And lo and behold, after being, well, in her exit interview, she said that she's gonna look toward streaming more, and she was in that co-stream that I was talking about with Melaprilla and Mr. Mike. But in conclusion, Cocoe definitely has the launching platform to grow considerably, not just here but on TikTok too, for the same reasons that I said for Melaprilla. I don't know how much free time she has in her daily life. Sorry, I had a dog that just started aggressively scratching himself. But back to what I was saying, I don't know how much free time she has in her daily life and whatnot, but this is the perfect time to go balls to the wall and annex a position in the YouTube community. Okay, so that was the first half of the Uture competition and a brief rundown of the channels and the effect of Uture on their channels of the, you know, bottom 6 and whatnot. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. I will do the top 5 when that concludes. I was originally planning on doing this and then waiting for the top 5 to conclude, and then, you know what I'm saying, releasing them this part one day and then that the next. But it seems like they're not doing double elimination for the top 5, therefore that this is going to go on for a few more weeks. So I'm going to drop this on Wednesday when they do the next elimination. This is being recorded on a Wednesday nonetheless. But hey, if you want to see another case study, I have anime reviews and stuff like that out. I also have gaming content out. Also, if you're one of the contestants, if you're involved in Uture, whether that be a host, a contestant, or an editor for a channel, and you want to give me further insight or certain things, or correct something that I had wrong, the best way to contact me is on Snapchat, Instagram, or Discord. Not the most professional way to communicate, but I'm not that professional of a person, nor do I really do email and this, that, and the third. So yeah, with that being said, really hope you stick around to catch the next case study and whatnot. I'm gonna go edit some more videos, and I really hope to see you there. So until we meet in the comments or in the next episode, remember, if you know, man, because we know we up next. Sponsored by Tori, and
join up with Aspec. The octopus said the same thing to Yoshi. It's about being patient, picking the moment. So snap out of it. You can't let a couple of losses blow you off course. You don't have to win now, just someday. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Well, it kills the octopus.